Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pedro. I'd like to welcome you to the Alpha Success Network. Over the next few minutes, we're going to be having a conversation on the fear of death. Now, the past two videos that I've created on this page, they're kind of connected. So the previous video I made was on the fact that you're a spirit, a human being, and in the previous video I talked about the understanding of your dreams. So I really want to encourage you to go back and check out those videos because a lot of the ideas there will help you understand the ideas that I'm about to express right here, right now. So number one, the fear of death. The biggest fear that humanity has is the fear of death. And this is so clear right now with this present situation that is going on in the world that they're calling the coronavirus. Everybody is scared of catching the virus. They want to social distance. They don't want to hug. They don't want to kiss. And this is actually really, the fear of death is actually based on ignorance. It's based on ignorance. And I'm going to share with you why it is based on ignorance, right? It goes back to the previous video that I shared with you. I told you that you are a spirit, okay? You are a spirit. You're a soul. You are not the body, you are not the mind. Your spirit, your soul is always going to be eternal. Your spirit and soul will never, ever die. Your body will die, your body will decay, your body will change, and this is evident everywhere on earth. This is a law, right? Right behind me are some trees. It's going to take a long time, but eventually the trees decay. If you have a dog, the dog is born and the dog dies and it goes on. You know what I'm saying? Things grow and things decay. Your physical body grows and your physical body decays. But one thing that is always there is your spirit. Your spirit was there before you were born. Like the moment you physically came out of your mother's womb, right? The spirit was there inside of your body and your body grows. And when you die, your physical body will decay, but your spirit will continue. And because your spirit will continue, it means that you are eternal. It means that you can never, ever die. And therefore, if you have the fear of your death or fear of death of your relatives or your loved ones, I want you to begin to understand that your relatives, your loved ones are eternal. And even if they pass on, past this physical reality, you can still communicate with them. You can communicate with them through the avenue of dreams, like I shared with you in the video that I talked about how dreams are a means for spirits to communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? If you focus on developing yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you can access and communicate with your loved ones who have passed on. And when you begin to understand this, then you will begin to have a healthy relationship around the subject of fear, the subject of the fear of death. Now, I wholeheartedly believe that this fear of death is one of the causes of a lot of sadness and depression in the world that we see here today. Why do you say that, Pedro? I say that because human beings who are attached to the fear of death are attached to their physical body and they're attached to the material world. And when they're attached to the material world, they focus their energy and attention on material pursuits. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a strong proponent of success. I'm a strong proponent of wealth. I'm a strong proponent of living the life more abundant. However, I am not attached to them. I am not attached to my wealth as a definer of my intrinsic value. I am not attached to another woman as the definition of my intrinsic value. I wholeheartedly believe and love myself as a soul in the process of evolution. And as a result, I know that everything external to me is going to come and is going to go. But my soul is always going to be here. And therefore, I have no fear of death whatsoever. I have no desire to cling onto this thing that we call life, which is very, very short actually if you look at from a time perspective, 100 years, 150 years is a very, very short time. But I know that I was alive before I came into this physical body, and I know that I'm going to be alive after I pass on to the next realm. Now, another reason why people are scared of death is because they are worried about where they're going to go after they die. Are they going to go to hell? Are they going to go to heaven, or are they going to go to hell? Now, I have a philosophy, and it's not based on religion, right? My philosophy is based on, I'll say, scientific observation. And scientific observation goes like this. For every cause, there is an effect. As within, as without. Everything that you do right now is going to produce an effect that is similar to the action. If you plant an apple seed, you're going to get an apple tree. Therefore, I believe that the actions that you are engaged in right now in this physical world that we call Earth, the causes that you're setting into motion in this physical world we call Earth, are actually causes that you're setting in the invisible realm. And as a result, when you die, those causes will continue to perpetuate themselves and produce effects that are similar to those causes. And therefore, when your physical body ceases to exist and you get into the spirit world, the effects of your actions in the physical world will show up in the next plane. We don't have to talk about where the next plane is, but the next plane is going to be similar to the causes you've set in motion. You will meet other spirits similar to you in terms of your thoughts and your actions. So if you're planting good seeds, if you're planting seeds of kindness, if you're planting seeds of contribution, if you're planting seeds of helping, if you're planting seeds of making a difference, then the fruit that comes out of those actions are going to continue to perpetuate themselves even after you pass on, and you will meet other like-minded individuals in the next realm who have similar thoughts of contribution, of making a difference, of kindness, of practicing the golden rule, of helping as many people as possible, because, ladies and gentlemen, like attracts like. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. The fear of death is based on ignorance, and the ignorance is based on the fact that you believe that you're your body and you're your mind. And the truth is that you are not your body, you are not your mind. Your body and your mind are tools that you are using to navigate this plane that we call Earth, and your spirit is something that will be here, has been here, and will be here forever and ever. Adios, mi amigos, mi amigas.